Coming up on Sports Weekly, we'll take a look back at the 2022 high school football season and celebrate our local league champions like the Cajon Cowboys winning another Citrus Belt League title. And also, how about the brand new Ironwood League? The Aquinas Falcons will hang another league championship banner after another great season that ended in the CIF Southern Section semifinals. And for the first time in, more than 2 decades, the San Bernardino Cardinals have a football league championship. So we'll talk more about those in a moment. And some college football as well. Jaden Daniels has the LSU Tigers in the hunt for a national championship. Former Cajon star making big-time plays on the national stage. So we'll talk some college football. We'll talk some NFL football with the great Alexander Madison. He and the Vikings are having one of the best seasons in the NFL right now. And then we'll also hoop it up. It is the college basketball season, and former Cajon star Riley Robinson taking his talents to Menlo College. We have an exclusive interview with Riley Robinson. All that and more on this edition of Sports Weekly on IEMG, and it starts right now. Hey, what's up, guys? Pep Fernandez, and welcome to Sports Weekly on IEMG. If you're watching this segment, and I know you are, make sure you hit that subscribe button for us on the IE Media Group YouTube channel. Let's talk a little high school football. It was another great season for some local teams here in the city of San Bernardino. We had 3 different league champions this year, and we're going to recognize all 3. Let's start with the Cajon Cowboys because they have now won, get this, 6 straight Citrus Belt League titles. What a great season for the Cowboys. They went 9-2 overall, 5-0 in the CBL to win, again, 6 consecutive CBL championships. And they had such a great year. Jaquan Smith on offense, one of the top offensive players in the entire Southern section. Philander Lee on defense. I mean, they had stars all over the place. And head coach Nick Rogers did another fantastic job to lead them to the championship and get them into the Division II playoffs. Now, they beat Citrus Valley in CBL play to win that league championship, but in the first round of the Division II playoffs, Citrus Valley got a little bit of revenge and beat the Cowboys in the first round to see their season end. But again, another great year for Cajon, and head coach Nick Rogers in a recent interview talked about the fact that Cajon has been on top for a long time, and the Cowboys plan on staying there atop the CBL standings.
That's kind of been a theme for us this whole year. You know, we came in with, saying this season was a little personal. You know, we felt some people were overlooking these guys for, we graduated such a large senior group last year, really talented kids that have been around for, the last 4 years, winning league titles in this group, but we felt was a little overlooked. So we accepted that as our motto this year. We've kind of lived up to that. We talk about it each week with the kids during our team dinners. Kids get up and they'll speak differently about it. But it's something that these kids are really proud of, something they want to continue. And nobody wants to be the team that loses the streak. So.
And next up, the Aquinas Falcons. Head coach Jordan Brusig and Aquinas hanging another league championship banner. And this year, it's in the new Ironwood League. The Ironwood League consisting of some private schools west of San Bernardino County. And then also Big Bear was in there, an old Ambassador League foe Ontario Christian. But the Aquinas Falcons, 10-3 overall, a perfect 5-0 in this brand new Ironwood League. And they had big plays on both sides of the football. Like Cajon, they had some real stars. JoJo Solis and that ground game really led the offense. And then maybe their calling card, the hallmark of this great Aquinas football team and program, has been their defense. And farther into the playoffs than any of our local teams, Aquinas going to the semifinals in Division 5 this season. So a great year for Coach Jordan Brusig, a great year for the Falcons with that run game, with that defense. They were fantastic. And head coach Jordan Brusig talked about the fact that these Falcons, they play for the teams and the players and the coaches that came before them. That's a legacy.
Just trying to do our best to uphold the tradition with the guys that were head coaches before me. I mean, they set such a high standard, and the expectation to play Aquinas football is always the number one thing on our mind, no matter what. 10-0 and doing it the way that isn't the way we do things is not the the recipe. So whether we're 4-6 or 10-0, we need to do things the way that I was taught, the way the coaches were taught, and just in the beginning, really trying not to screw it up. We were so lucky to get to. I mean, we were blessed and lucky to get there. We had such great kids, and to get to the semifinals of my very first year was unbelievable. I mean, we took our shot for sure, but it's been an incredible journey, and just really blessed to be at Aquinas and with the people that are there, and they believe in us so much and allow us to do the things that we need to do to remain successful. So the tradition is honoring those that came before us and preparing those that follow, and we stick to that every day.
And another one. We have another league champion from the city of San Bernardino, and that would be the San Bernardino Cardinals. They are your Mountain Valley League champions, and the MVL this season for high school football was one of the best in the Inland Empire. It came down to the final week. When it was all said and done, San Bernardino finished at 4-1 in league play. Their only setback was to Indian Springs, but they go 4-1 to win sole possession of the MVL championship, because we had 3 teams finish with 3-2 records in league play. So San Bernardino gets it done. They finish 8-3 overall, and really had a great offense. Coach Sean Collins always does a good job with that offense, but they had some real big-time playmakers. Xavier Alvarez, the quarterback, Kyron Crane, of course, George Jones. So this San Bernardino team was really special this season, put up a lot of points, and they were really good. So congrats to head coach Sean Collins winning his first league championship. And the first league title for the Cardinals, we were told, in I think it was 23 seasons, so it's been a while. But San Bernardino finally back on top, and this time it comes in the MVL, the Mountain Valley League. All right, when we come back here on Sports Weekly on IEMG, we'll talk a little college football. We've got a bunch of guys from the city of San Bernardino that have taken their talents to the next level, college football, and really gaining some national notoriety. We'll talk about some of those guys when we come back here on Sports Weekly on IEMG.